Hello, and welcome to the City of Simpsonville's Veterans Day ceremony. Please bow your head for an invocation. Thank you, God, for bringing us together. Watch out over our veterans and watch out over us, the citizens of Simpsonville, as we endeavor to live up to the opportunities that these veterans have given us. In your name, we pray. It's fitting and appropriate that we have this year's ceremony virtually, out of respect to our veterans who are in high-risk categories or are unable or unwilling to attend in person. I'm hopeful you'll find this modest video a fitting tribute to our veterans in Simpsonville. I'm also hopeful that by this time next year, we will return to an in-person format for celebrating the best of our citizens in our fair city. And now, the raising of the flags and the Pledge of Allegiance.
And salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
On this day, we take a moment to recognize the extraordinary men and women who have protected our nation from those who wish to do us harm. Throughout our country's history, these are the people who have stood in harm's way. They provide us hope during times of war. They provide us comfort during times of peace. They are the ones who make peace possible. It is through the valor of veterans, living and dead, that we enjoy freedom. Veterans are uncomfortable with the label hero. And truly, when you meet veterans among us, they are plain people. They don't seem remarkable, but while they may seem plain, while they don't make a show of their sacrifice, while they do the same things you and I do every day, their service was not plain. Their sacrifices are worthy of notice. Their presence among us is remarkable. We may all be plain people together, but they are heroes, however uncomfortable with the label they may be. They are heroes who have gone further than the rest of us to keep the rest of us comfortable. So veterans, know that to us in Simpsonville, we reflect with pride this Veterans Day. We're filled with pride and awe in the heroism of those who died in this country's service and in those who have served and returned to our loving arms. We have gratitude for the victories because they have kept us free from the things that are repugnant to who we are, because of the opportunities it has given America to prosper with peace and justice that is an example to all nations. My words are meager. I defer to the speakers of history who express it so much better than I ever will. In the words of John F. Kennedy, as we express our gratitude, we must never forget that the highest appreciation is not to utter words, but to live by them. We owe you that, to live up to the promise and responsibility that you have given to us. In the words of Ronald Reagan, we remember those who were called upon to give all a person can give, and we remember those who were prepared to make that sacrifice if it were demanded of them in the line of duty, though it never was. Most of all, we remember the devotion and gallantry with which all of them ennobled their nation as they became champions of a noble cause. Truer words were never spoken. Ladies and gentlemen, Simpsonville resident Lauren Long singing God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with storm. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Ladies and gentlemen, our keynote speaker, U.S. Navy veteran Steven Watterson.
Hey, first of all, I'd like to thank the mayor and the citizens of Simpsonville for allowing me this opportunity to speak with you folks about Veterans Day and what it means to me and what I hope it means to you folks. First of all, my name is Steven Watterson. I'm a retired CWO4 United States Navy. I served 31 years. I'm not going to say they were all great years. Spent 19 years overseas, living overseas, and spent another 19 deployments various places throughout the world. With that being said, my next to last duty station, I was stationed in Japan, and my wife wanted to keep our kids in a Japanese Saturday school. Lo and behold, Greenville, South Carolina had one. And so that's how we moved over here in 2004. Well, they did. I ended up having to go to Iraq and Afghanistan and finish up my tour over there. And I served, as I said, 31 years. I served on 10 ships. 8 of them was combatants, and 2 of them were support ships. With that being said, not every veteran goes to war. We have a lot of veterans that, stay stateside their entire career. I just had a friend that retired last year, 38 years United States Navy, and not once was stationed in the United States except for boot camp and his primary A school. So, when you're in the United States Navy, or for that matter, any armed forces, you have to take an oath. Most folks don't know what that oath is, so I'm going to give it to you on the officer side. It's I, Steven R. Watterson, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion. And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office of which I am about to enter, so help me God. With that being said, officers only take that oath one time. Enlisted people take it each and every time they re-enlist. And the only difference is that the enlisted person will say, and that I will obey the orders of the officer of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me according to regulation and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So let's talk about Veterans Day. Veterans Day is celebrated on the 11th day of the 11th month. Reason being, at the cessation of World War I, it ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month. And that's why we celebrate it on the 11th. Well, now you see people out there selling poppies or giving poppies away, which is a red flower, and it's usually worn on the right side of your breast. The poppy was introduced by Colonel John McCrae from the Canadian Army, and he based the poppies they based the poppies on a poem. I know I don't want to bore everybody with a poem, but it's important that we go back in history and understand why we have the things that we have. Normally, veterans do not wear the poppy on Veterans Day. They wear it on Memorial Day. Reason being is Memorial Day, we're honoring the fallen. On Veterans Day, we're honoring the living. So here's the point. In Flounders Fields, the poppies blow between the crosses, row on row. That mark our place in the sky, the lark still braving, singing fly. Sacred Heart amid the guns below, we are the dead short days ago. We lived, felt dawn, saw sunset glow, loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flounders Field, in Flounders Field. And now we lay in Flounders Field. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from felon hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high, if you break faith with us who die. We shall not sleep, though poppies grow. In Flounders Fields, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow. In Flounders Fields, Keep that in mind the next time that you celebrate Veterans Day. Remember that freedom is not free. Not only is it in fiscal resources from our government, but more importantly, in the human sacrifice. I told you folks I served 31 years. I've been involved in every war this country's had since after Vietnam. I'm actually a Vietnam era vet, which means I was in during Vietnam, but I never served in Vietnam. So I've served in every one of them with the exception of Bosnia. I did not go to Bosnia. The last one I was involved with was Iraq. So each and every American veteran, female or male, take this creed, and it says this: I am an American fighting man or woman. I serve in the forces which guard my country and our way of life. I am prepared to give my life in their defense. I will never surrender of my own free will. If in command, I will never surrender my men while they have still the means to resist. If I am captured, I will continue to resist by all means available. I will make every effort to escape and aid others to escape. I will accept neither parole nor special favors from the enemy if I become a prisoner of war. I will keep faith with my fellow prisoners. I will give no information or take part in any action which might be harmful to my comrades. If I am senior, I will take command. If not, I will obey the lawful orders of those appointed over me and will back them up in every way. When questioned, should I become a prisoner of war, I am bound to give only my name, rank, service number, and the date of my birth. I will evade answering questions to the utmost of my ability. I will make no oral or written statements disloyal to my country and its allies or harmful to their cause. I will never forget that I am an American fighting man or woman, responsible for my actions and dedicated to the principles which made my country free. I will trust in my God and in the United States of America. So keep in mind, our armed forces are on watch as I speak, all around the globe, and they are watching over our American interest. Current analysis indicates that an average of 20 veterans die from suicide every day. That's 20 too many. So when you see a veteran, please thank them for their service, but ask them how they're doing, and please stand by and listen to what they have to say. Again, I'd like to thank the mayor and people of Simpsonville for allowing me this time and this opportunity to come to you on Veterans Day. May God bless America.
Thank you, Chief Warrant Officer Watterson. As we bring this modest ceremony to a close, please remember it's not just about saying thank you for your service. We certainly do, but we must never forget it's really about how we treat you, our veterans, every single day of the year. It's about making sure you have what you need. It's about being in service to all of you and doing that equally as well as you've served the United States of America. Thank you, and happy Veterans Day.